how would you define that round so different from yesterday's, the way the golf was played yesterday?
I think both felt amazing, really. It felt like I was just hitting the ball really well. Obviously today with the conditions, it was a lot tougher, and you're still playing away from the pin. Definitely helped that they were not as fast, not as firm, especially in the morning at least, and you can tell they're starting to get baked out a little bit with the wind, and but they both felt very similar in how I hit it. It's kind of where I've put myself.
Do you seem to enjoy tougher tests? And if so, why?
I don't know. It's just a challenge. It's always a fun challenge. Keeping yourself in the moment, and I feel like when you get conditions like this, it's easy to kind of let things get away from you. And for me, it's just keep myself focused the entire way. You can't let up at all mentally.
Yeah. And do you put yourself in head-to-head spots against some big players out here on this tour? You played around the world. Do you feel like you've pretty much done everything to put yourself in position to win out here?
Yeah, I think I've put myself in good spots, and right now it feels like just trying to get that win is it's tough, especially the guys I've been against. So just got to keep putting myself in that position to give myself a chance.
Arnold, I'm missing somebody. You had John in Mexico and Rory in South Carolina. Was there one other close call you had? Which some?
Yeah, Xander in Scotland, Scottish Open. Yeah.
How much, even though not winning is not winning, you at least had a good week, but how much confidence did that give you, knowing that you're going toe-to-toe with some of these guys?
Yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of confidence knowing that I'm able to stay with them, and you get a couple good breaks and it's your tournament, really. So just gotta try and be right up there till the end.
And then your finish, I was curious about the bunker shot on 17. Was that simple? Because it didn't really look all that simple.
I had a good lie, and just a little downwind, so get it just running release towards the hole. It wasn't crazy.
And what was the club on 18 with the wind? Wind was
Gap
at your
wedge.
back there, right?
What's that?
Wind was at your back on that one too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Gap
wedge.
Okay.
You've won in Asia, Europe, Sunshine Tour, looking for the PGA Tour win. What's just kind of that journey been like for you?
It's been really cool, honestly. It's not finding success early here was, it's disappointing, but it took me somewhere else to grow, and it was growing more than just in golf, really. You get to experience the different cultures, travel. I mean, you find yourself in some interesting spots, places that you probably would never go. And so I think just as a person, I was able to grow.
How's that going to translate maybe to help carry you to the finish line in a tournament, you think?
Just I don't know, dealing with diversity, really. When you're in a random country in Asia and you don't know what you're doing, like where are you going, it's pretty frustrating and honestly kind of scary a little bit. No one speaks your language, and so I think that helps you just kind of you just grow, just kind of learn from that experience. New experience, being in some uncomfortable situation.
Become self-reliant.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you still live in Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Taylor Montgomery earlier, and he said it's been an awful winter, a lot of wind, a lot of cold temperature. Did that come into play at all for you today? Have you been practicing in bad conditions, and maybe did that help you today?
Yeah, actually, I was playing with Colin last week, and it was probably like 40 degrees and blowing 20 or so, and it was actually snowing. It was crazy, and definitely, you were talking about, it's like, now we're prepared for anything, whatever comes at us, we'll be ready.
You were playing with Colin?
Colin, yeah.
How did you end up working with Tim?
My brother caddies up at Bandon Dunes, and so they've built a relationship the past, I don't know, a long time. So they've always stayed in contact, and this was just an opportunity that happened to arise.
What's it meant to have him on your back?
What's that?
What is it meant to have a guy like him on your back now?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. I think that's definitely helped a lot, and it's been great just, kind of seeing his side and how he works, and just kind of getting used to it, really.
Kurt, two things. Oh, sorry.
I just going to ask you a couple highlights today. I know you pounded a driveway down 12. What do you have left in there, and maybe a couple other highlights on the birdies?
Yeah, 10, I just hit a little cut with the wind, and walked up there, and I was like 210 out or something, and ended up hitting like an 8-iron in, and gave myself a good look at eagle. And then the hole before that, 11, I hit it to like 6 inches, but I was trying to hit it 20 feet right of the pin, and just kind of turned one over a little bit with the wind, and it ended up perfect there. That was a good one.
In how many languages do you know how to say hello and thank you?
I don't know. A lot. I feel decent amount at least.
The 2 words you got to know. And then I'm trying to think, Kurt, and I'm drawing a blank. You told us at Congaree, one of your early wins, pretty small tour, pretty small purse, and I feel like you got paid in cash or.
That was that was the Asian Development Tour.
ADT, okay.
Yeah, and so I just got my Asian Tour card, and then I went down to Singapore I Monday qualified into the Asian Tour event. Had like a week off where I could play a development tour, and I won that.
Where was it?
In Malaysia.
Malaysia.
And they paid me out on cash.
What'd you do with it? Was it like in a bag or a briefcase or what?
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, it was quite because I don't know I forgot what the currency, but it was a lot of cash, and I paid my caddy off, and then took the rest and
looked over your shoulder the whole way.
Pretty much.
It's different now.
Yep.
What have the games back home in Vegas with Xander and Colin? What have they done with your development? How have they had an effect with that?
Yeah, I mean, I think just playing with players that are better than you. Either you're gonna just lose a lot of money, or you gotta step it up and play. But even if you lose a little bit, you're still trying to get better and keep learning from them, and just get better, really.
Pretty good.
Thanks, Kurt.
Cool. Thanks, Ed.